A very good afternoon, Zimbabwe. My name is Ronald Kwamakusha, and let us take a look on this hot topic: why Zimbabwe businesses support and fund ZANU PF and its programs. And we are taking a look on this issue as we head towards 2023 elections. And I'm prompted to come with this topic because of the issues being raised by someone called Alistair Chibanda. And that person is raising very important issues, from the Nyaradzo issues to the company issues, to the insurance issues. And these are key issues. And I want to give you an example of this one, which is on the screen here, so as to demonstrate the reason why I am bringing this topic to you. So this one is saying that there, I like what you're doing by exposing these mines, especially Zimplast's mine. The mine is taking advantage of desperate situations of employees. A Glenrise employee who works hand in hand with his Zimplast employee is being paid $100 a month. Imagine 10 hours being underground. Imagine the risks, the fatigue, and the mental health. The Zimplast top officials are owners of some subcontractors. Imagine being told that our client has not paid us, yet apa unenge uri muswa 35, but endai kubasa modzika underground futi. I'm not sure if Implats is aware of things that are happening there. They do hope should see this. Thank you. So this is an issue which is being raised regarding Zimplast, and it's also a lot of companies, including banks and so many companies, have been exposed because of this malpractice which is happening. So if you look at it, you are supposed to be paid $500 and you end up getting $100, and the rest is being taken by a certain company. So you will see this company is called Zimplast or any other. They are enjoying the benefits of having a dead economy, of having a bad non-functional economy, and they are now using this issue of labor broking to employ people, which means you are employed by another company, but you are working for another company. That company is paid on your behalf, and that company pays you. So you see, Kuti, people who form their own companies, their own shelf companies, they employ people using those shelf companies, and at the end of the day, they take huge sums of money. They build very big houses. They drive very nice cars, and they look as if they are making it in life, yet they are exploiting other people. So for you to introduce a normal situation to such people or to such companies, you'll be fighting against them. These are mostly Chinese companies and companies owned by ZANU PF people, Russian companies. Everybody who is an elite is now sucked into this deal or into these deals, which means the way they are operating right now is that instead of them paying workers well, they are benefiting more from subcontracting them and paying them peanuts. And if when you are subcontracted, you are on a contract, panopera mwedzi, your contract will just lapse, and they don't renew your contract. They hire another person. So what you have to do is that you have to pray them and make sure that you remain at work. So what will the change of government affect? Number one, if we are to introduce a new government led by Advocate Nelson Chamisa, we are going to have number one, employment creation in the nation of Zimbabwe. We are going to have massive investment, employment creation, which means we are going to have a shortage of workers. It means the salaries, they rise because of the demand, which will be higher than the supply which is available, and that is common in economics. Then, uh, apart from that, let us take a look at a situation where policies are in place, the labor laws are in place. You will see that the government will be taking robust decisions to make sure that each and every company is complying with the labor laws, with the required policies. And that will make sure that each and every company which is misusing its powers and ill-treating workers, it won't be allowed to operate. It will face the risks associated with ill treatment of workers. So those companies will never support change because these people are benefiting, are double dipping. So they want the status quo, which is there at this moment, to remain so that they continuously benefit and they continuously exploit our people. That is the honest truth. The issue of taxes is also another issue. With the current setup here, where politicians are the business people, these are the politicians, these are the business people, are the same people who are in government, are the same people who are controlling most companies in the nation of Zimbabwe. They are shareholders, they are owners of most companies. It means they run tax evasion schemes and they also benefit from that. So if you look at it on a broader view, you see that they will never, ever allow change in the nation of Zimbabwe because apart from the issue of stealing salaries, they are also double dipping from the issue of taxes, the issue of compliances. So that is how they are operating. That is how they are surviving. And that is how they are building mansions and very expensive houses at the expense of the people of Zimbabwe. So you will see, Kuti, if you see them funding um, the ZANU PF government, don't think they have any noble reasoning, or any noble reason why they're doing so. It's because they want to protect their interests, which are of more importance than the economy itself. So the chaos which is there is suitable for them to make more money without anybody checking them or without anybody taking a look with Zurumbo Pharmacy. I covered in the past the issue of matenders. If we are to have a democratic space, a transparent space, and an accountable space, we are going to see I can register a company, you enter tender, you win a tender. But under the current circumstances, it depends on it depends on uriani for you to get a tender. So you see the companies which are already in existence right now, they will do whatever they want, they can to make sure that they fight change in the nation of Zimbabwe, to make sure that the situation remain the same. That is the reason why you are seeing massive sabotage in terms of communications, in terms of everything. That is the reason why you see zvakangodhakwa, so they don't care because they are benefiting from the situation. So competition itself, apart from all other these factors which are humanly controlled, the issue of competition itself, because when we are to open the country, we are going to see a lot of ideas chipping in or getting into the economy. We are going to see competition increasing, quality coming in, and you see people now having choices. For an example, right now people don't have choices because we have Teleso, Econet, and Net1, and they are the same. They operate the same. There is no quality in them. There is no connectivity, which is good in them, which means they continuously operate like that. But if we are to open an economy and allow other companies to come in, I want to give you an example. I'm not advocating for it, but it's just an example. For an example, if we are to take MTN into Zimbabwe, you will see that MTN does have its own standards in South Africa, and they will want to maintain those standards. And if they come here into Zimbabwe, you will see that they want to set the same standards like the ones they have in other countries. And what is the effect? What is going to happen is that more people, if the internet connectivity of MTN is better, everyone will rush to MTN and they will leave these Don Corps which are operating here in Zimbabwe. And if people begin to flee from these companies, it means the issue of competition is now taking a toll on those companies, and uh, the MTN one will benefit because ndo inenge ichiuya nezvinhu zviri with better products. So you will see kuti that alone will make sure that the companies which are in existence in Zimbabwe, they want to shut out other service providers from emerging. So I want to give you another example. Aliko Dangote wanted to come to Zimbabwe, but he was blocked by the people who are operating from Zimbabwe because Aliko Dangote's cement is way more cheaper because it does have improved methods of producing cement. And if he is to come to Zimbabwe, you will see his cement being way cheaper than all other cements. Look at the cost of cement in Zambia compared to the cost of cement here in Zimbabwe. It's cheaper for me to import cement from Zambia than to buy it locally. So you see, Kuti, if we are to bring people like Aliko Dangote to get into the cement industry, there will be massive resistance because the people who are already there, they are exploiting us in terms of prices. So they will never want to see such competition coming in. That is the reason why they send all narratives ekuti haina simba yakazoita so ine defects what. It's not true. It's because they don't want such competition. They want to continuously exploit the people of Zimbabwe, selling very expensive cement, which is 3 times expensive than other cement in the region. So you will see all these things. These are the things which are affecting us, but the business people are benefiting. So they will never want to see change in the nation of Zimbabwe. They will continue to support those who are making them to exploit us and to make more money because they are becoming millionaires. You just become a CEO by the end of the year. You are a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. You know, we have so much money. That is how they are operating. So you will see, Kuti, these people, they are not ready for change. They are not ready for us to have a change in the nation of Zimbabwe and to have an independent government which is accountable, which is transparent, and which is going to make sure that they deal with the concerns of the people. So I think these are just a few examples which I've just brought, and I've given you an example here. Zvimwe zvinhu zviri kupomerwa mine emuno muZimbabwe kuti they are actually doing, and that is the reason why I say under any circumstances, let us know that we are on our own. The business sector, the church, the ZANU PF itself, no one is on our side. We are on our own. Let us register to vote and let us work together. Let us be united as citizens because we are on our own. Nobody want the economy of Zimbabwe to function because we have been treated as slaves for a very long time, and the slave masters, they've benefited so much from enslaving us. So they don't want change. They don't want us to be free. This is it in Zimbabwe. I don't know, in the comment section, please tell me your views regarding these matters. As I mentioned, we need to bring these issues failures or discrepancies arimo mubusiness industry kuti tione kuti ndezvipi zviri kunyatsoitika and ndezvipi zviri kufanira kunge zvichiitwa. Signing out, my name is Ronald Wekwamakusha.